Welcome back to this Irae. As you can hear, my voice is working again. That's the reason. Wow, I didn't want that. Thank you. So I'm recording this, but I'm not sure if I will upload this today. So Sunday or Monday seems. Yeah, it is really early in the morning, so I can upload it today, but. I'm lazy and I decided to maybe stream today, and I need my internet to be fully capable of doing that, and for that I need to not upload anything. And I know that is super annoying and such, but hey. And the other thing is I bought the DLCs for this game. Super funny story, yes? I know. Since this game that I show you right now is free to play, I would recommend you get it yourself. The DLCs are, well, do cost money. And I'm not sure if I will show everything, but I might show Kazumi's route, although I hate Kazumi, but it is recommended to play Kazumi's route first, because there are parts in the story that you'll miss otherwise, and that you'll get to Kazumi's story, and then, 1 second, I can maybe show you. As you can see, it is recommended to play Kazumi, then Kei, then Marie's, and then Reia's route. And I'll probably start with Kazumi. Since we're currently in chapter 6, we will be done with this really soon, so I thought, well, I can buy it and start Kazumi's route. But yeah. You can leave a comment if you want that. If not, that's totally fine. I'm actually amazed that there are still people watching this, although this is 81 parts now long, and yeah. It is a really interesting story, and I would love to watch the anime. Now that I'm almost done, I might actually do that. Unless it will show any of the routes, that would be, yeah, not so good, but yeah. So, yeah, that was that. Let's get back into the game. Show me the game, please. Yes. Alright, let's get back to the game. Alright, two blades clashing against one another. See, that's proof above all else. Wow. You did it, Ren! I'm so happy. Sakura and I both. Ow! I'll turn down the music. Sakura and I both found ourselves propelled backwards. My right arm began to shift form in response to her bloodlust. My craving to behead my foes materialized as a blade dark as midnight, forged for the sole purpose of decapitation. You enjoy fighting, don't you? Deep down you thirst for blood. You would never have been able to give that thing from form otherwise. Why did I get the sound of Discord? Normally Discord is in what's it called, live stream mode while I record. Damn you, Discord. I need to start setting myself to I don't know what it's called, to that red thing where you don't get any messages. Oh well, I'm sorry. You would never have been able to give that damn thing, that thing form otherwise. I had had just about enough of her.
わけわかんねえこと言ってんじゃねえ
Enough with your bullshit already. The moment I uttered those words, I kicked off the surface of the water. How though? There was no special trick behind it or anything of the sort. I simply kicked off the water before my legs could sink. It was, in a sense, or rather, with about absolute certainty, a feat of strength more overbearing than magic. Yeah, I don't understand this whole fight, because last time you were above her, and now you're on the same... I'll set myself to rest. 1 second. Why, Discord? Why are you doing this? Yeah. Yeah, so this whole fight is strange and not really great. There's no really great explanation of what's going on. I would love to see the script for that fight, or better, or somehow an animation of what's going on, but I know I won't get that. So, yeah. Great thing, right? However, having powers that allowed me to justify any kind of over-the-top nonsensical feat had long since made me discard all semblance of common sense. I simply believed I could do it. A combination of my strong will and firm self-confidence gave me the impetus I needed to unleash that immense power without having anyone teach me how. I could feel my very own fighting spirit tempered by samurais, yes, by samurai's hostility. I'm sorry. After not talking yesterday, and me not really being able to speak English, you know me, 80 parts of this didn't manage to improve my English skills. I'm super able to read this, making me concentrate every fibre of my being on emerging victorious. Dashing across the surface of the water parallel to me, Sakurai launched a series of slashes admirable in terms of speed, yet quite easy to predict at the same time. I pegged her for the stoic type, but she seemed to have about as short a fuse as Kazumi, making her both reckless and stubborn to a fault. Yeah, well, if she is fighting by the book, it might be actually easy to win over her if you startle her. So, try it, Ren. What was I to do next? I should have gotten used to luring quick-tempered people into traps. How would I go about angering her further, and what would I need to prioritize to achieve that? My words? Contact? Something else entirely? We'd interact several times before, so there had to be a hint in there somewhere. I just had to remember it. Countless memories and feelings welled up within me, forming a whirling jumble of a mass in my mind. Even after wrecking my brain for what felt like an eternity, I couldn't, for the life of me, come up with a sound enough idea to base my strategy around. Yeah, I can read. All I ended up with was more violent impulses, accompanied by a thirst aching to be quenched. Why couldn't I come up with something when I needed it the most? You could maybe slow down the time again? I don't know. Damn it, I couldn't think straight. Snickering, Sakurai dodged my attack with little to no effort before finally speaking up again.
無理よ。だってあなたそういうタイプみたいだから。
What kind of man? Don't bother, it's impossible. You seem to be that kind of man, but I'm not a man. I'm sorry, Red is, but I'm not. Oh well.
さすがにいきなりそこまでどうにかできるほどじゃないのね。よかった。
I see, even you cannot grow to the level where you can put up with anything in a day or two. Thank God. I didn't get it. Even though her words registered in my brain, I couldn't comprehend the deeper meaning behind them. All I knew was that my attacks weren't getting through to her at all. Wait, hold on. Had my attacks been too dull and predictable compared to hers?
よほどうまく飼いならすか、それとも手綱ごと手放すか。
Keep tight grip on the reins or let go of them completely?
あなたたちはそうしないとすごく半端よ。
I thought you were the same. You fusion types are no good otherwise. Sakurai's attack pattern underwent an abrupt, instantaneous change. She sent a thrust my way without any prior warning, launching a kind of attack I had never seen from her during the entirety of our scuffle. Though her blade was fire, it unleashed a chillingly perfect strike. Was she actually...
私はあなたやベイほど爆発力を持ってないから。
Seeing how I lacked the sheer destructive power that you and Bay can exhibit, despite having my ears slightly nicked off, ouch, I dodged the attack by a hair's breadth and attempted to regain my stance. However, her relentless barrage of thrust left no room for such an opportunity. Each attack flashed with unprecedented speed, elegance, and ferocity. A merciless series of thrusts unleashed with the precision of a trained surgeon. So she really was. Wow, my voice is going to give in.
見て、
Oh.
考えてはめるのよ。それが私の戦い方。器用貧乏だからね。
I shouldn't have tried my luck. I observe, plan, and trap my opponent instead. That's my fighting style. I'm a bit of a jack of all trades, you see.
演技か。
Were you faking it? Her curved, simple swings were all bluffs designed to lure me into a false sense of security.
全部が全部とは言わないけど。
Well, not all of it. Sakurai's lips curled into a teasing smirk.
そこは想像に任せるわ。女は秘密が多いのよ。
I'll leave that to your imagination. Women harbor many secrets. Sakurai's blade came extending towards me. She was aiming low for my feet.
殺さない。けど逃がさない。
I won't kill you, but I'm not letting you escape either. At this speed, an emergency stop was out of the question, nor could I change directions. In short, there was no way for me to dodge.
ジェイカの戯れを正気で乗り越えられたら褒めてあげるわ、藤井君。
Should you overcome His Eminence's games while keeping your sanity intact, you will have earned my admiration, Fuji.
じゃあね、終わりよ。
Farewell. This ends here. At that moment... Oh? An ominous feeling of discomfort assailed me out of nowhere, like I'd become a lab rat, a worthless creature trapped in a cage. They're not worthless. I'm sorry, my mother is working in a laboratory with mice, not rats, but still. And they're important. And I know there are many people against using animals for tests, but I don't know, if it's for makeup, I totally agree, but if it's for medication, you need something to test it on, and even if it's, I don't know, cancer or something like that, you can use mice and pigs, since, well, pigs, yes, mice not really, since they are similar to humans, and try out medicine and other cures before you try them on humans. And I think that is important. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it is nice to kill those animals and get them sick, but still, you need something to test on. And well, if you want to cure an illness. But on the other hand, I think there are way too many humans on this planet. Don't misunderstand. I would give myself to research as a research subject if I could help in any way with that. But there are way too many people on this planet, which leads to, well, what we have at the moment. So yeah, but let's get back into this game. No, that wasn't quite the best way to express it. This didn't feel like that at all. It was more like being an ant burned under a magnifying glass, watched by someone whose very gaze unleashed heat rays. Oh. I somersaulted forward, bouncing off the surface of the water like a pebble. I no longer paid any heed to Sakurai's attacks and instead struggled with all my might to escape that inexplicable gaze. I vaulted off the surface of the water as I tumbled down and soon enough found myself face to face with the steel frame of the bridge towering before me, tapping into the momentum I'd built up. I proceeded to dash up the bridge without a moment of hesitation. I could hear Sakurai's voice and feel her presence from behind as she came after me in pursuit. It then finally hit me that my shoulder had been wounded. She must have pierced it open during her previous attack. I wasn't sure if I could call this as a lucky break, but having an injury like this, no matter how severe it might be, still beat ending up completely robbed of my mobility. If anything, Sakurai was the least of my worries now. My mind processed but one emotion: dread. My whole body was under control of a fundamental, primal impulse, even though I hadn't been able to think straight for a while now, or rather, that was precisely why. The urge to flee, to run, to escape, to cast aside shame and pride, never turning back. Unless I did that, unless I did, I'd be killed here tonight. However, a certain clinging fool was still hot in pursuit. She didn't matter one bit. I had no time to deal with her. Hadn't she noticed it? Couldn't she feel the sheer terror lurking behind that stare, that nigh irresistible lure towards death, like the merciless pull of black hole? Sakurai, Wilhelm, and Rosalka were formidable opponents worthy to be feared, but they all paled in comparison to the master of this gaze. Wow. Okay. I doubt that I can run from her. She will probably be faster than me. So, should I try to kill her? I don't know. I love you too much, Sakurai, to kill you. No. But it's time to end the part anyway. So maybe I can try and kill her? Maybe I can run away? I don't know. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, although my voice isn't sounding like it used to. Like it should. see what I do in the next part. Bye bye.